Welcome to Cooking with Jimmy. Today we're going to be making honey glazed pecan pork chops. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tenderize our pork chops. Now it's time for a pork chop beat down. Alright, flip it on over, do the same thing. You're going to grab the other one, repeat the process. Beat down that pork chop. Flip them over. Alright, moving on. So, we're going to go ahead and slice our potatoes. This is for the fried potatoes. So we're going to cut those into halves. Alright, remember I always make a base. So that way it doesn't slide off, you don't cut yourself or anything like that. Safety is priority. Alright. And we are going to be moving on. Pork chops, potatoes, raisins, and pecans. Alright. Time to add our spices. Here's some garlic powder. Some allspice. Some salt, and some black pepper. Alright, throw them bad boys up on that frying pan. Make sure you are preheating it. So you want to have it at a medium heat. I'm going to cook your pork chops for about 15 minutes. Adding some teriyaki sauce to it. Extra virgin oil, olive oil. I don't like to use canola at all. Alright, here we go. We're going to go ahead and fry our potatoes. We're going to drop them bad boys down for about 10 minutes until they're golden brown. Alright, should be heated to about 360 degrees. Alright, all sides of your pork chop, this is important, need to be cooked. So you're going to go ahead and sear all the sides. This also cooks off the ends of the fat so that way you're not eating raw meat. Alright, here's a close-up. Already looking pretty good. Alright, here, just going to start adding a little bit more sauce and maybe some spices. So we're going to start off with a little bit more of that teriyaki sauce that I had, right? More honey. Honey's going to glaze it and lock all that flavor in too. Glazing will lock your flavors in. Some more olive oil too. And finally, some wine. Just a little dash. You don't want to overdo it. Right. A little bit more garlic powder. A little bit more black pepper. Finalize things, and we are going to add our raisins. And this is going to help lock all those flavors into the nose of the pecans. Everything will be caramelized in the end. Yeah, now I'm getting hungry just watching the video. sure you get all the juices all over those pork chops and every angle, every crevice. You're locking in those flavors. You should be having fun cooking. Here's another close-up for you. Alright. We're going back to our potatoes. Looking good so far. See how they're floating? That means they're just about ready. So we're going to go ahead and take them out. It's been about 10 minutes. Alright, drop them bad boys into that basket. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now here's a little trick that you can use. You get a spoon, a bouillon soup spoon, and go ahead and bend it. And that way you can reach all the sauces and start pouring it on. You can dredge it on top of the pork chops. These are locking all those good flavors in. And believe me, this is a very good dish. Lots of flavors. Go ahead and add a little bit more wine, not too much though. Have fun. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and lower it, probably on a lower heat, because you're just about done. Go ahead and take them off now. So I'm going to do 2 plates, so that way you can see 2 different angles of the presentation at the end. So these pork chops are already caramelized and everything, and now we're moving on to plating and presentation. Add some corn. You always got to have the 3 things. You got to have your main entree, which is your pork chop. You got to have your starch, which is going to be my home fried potatoes. Then you're going to have your corn, which is going to be your vegetable, of course. Remember I said earlier, people eat with their eyes, so you want everything to be visually appealing. But it's also got to taste good. So just because something looks good doesn't always mean it tastes good. That's why I taste my food throughout the process. And that's actually one of the best parts about cooking. Alright, there's some lemon twist for visual effect. And don't be afraid to have a creative mind. Explore. Try new things. Garnishing is so important, and it's fun. Just working on the second plate here. A couple different ways to go ahead and garnish. Alright. Looking good. Alright, a couple more lemon twists. Alright, there looks good. Alright, now a little bit more black pepper. And here's some of that honey glaze from our frying pan. Can't go wrong with that. The more sauce, the better. And our finishing touches with the parsley. A little more on there and looking good. And voila! There you have it. Honey glazed pork chops.